Hi guys, it's Sarah Taylor. I just want to show you what I got in the mail today. So this is 30 bottles of 60 ml or 2 full ounce bottles of acrylic paint from Magicfly. I think this is a fairly new company. I know they haven't been around for a very long time. I had not really heard of them. And they contacted me and wanted me to do just like a little kind of review and product video for their acrylic paints. So I'm going to show you what's inside. And I did actually already open. Each bottle came with a little sealed top, which I took all of them off because I'm getting ready to work with them. And I went through some of the colors, and they look like they're kind of a medium bodied paint. I'd say medium to heavy. They kind of remind me of the consistency of like Arteza paints a little bit. The pigment seems decent. I did play around with one color a little bit to just kind of see the vibe I was getting, and it seemed like I was getting pretty crisp lines. So I think what I'm going to do with these is like a triple tree ring pour. And anybody that knows me knows this is called saddle brown. Kind of unique colors. The one that I really liked was, I was going to say, this lemon color. Thought was kind of different and nice. Very soft but vibrant. Yeah, they're interesting. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do a triple ring pour, and I'm actually going to introduce a little bit of Deco Art 24 karat gold and try to get some purling just to see how that goes. So yeah, I'm going to make custom colors. Of course, anybody that knows me knows that I rarely can pour a tube or bottle of paint out and not play with it. But I am going to make all my custom colors using only these 30 paints. So, and I'll, before I do the pour, I'll kind of show you which colors I used to make the custom colors that I'm going to use. All right, I hope you enjoy, and I hope this is helpful if anybody wants to try these paints out. All right, thanks. Hi guys, so I just want to tell you, if you subscribe and leave a comment, you'll be eligible for a drawing, and Magicfly will send you this same set of paint. So I thought that was really generous of them. Yeah, so go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji or a word or a comment on the painting, whatever you would like. Okay, I just showed you all the colors that I'm using, and I mixed them together until I was happy with some of the tones that came out. These paints are a little bit more on the pastel side than what I generally work with. So, you know, I tried to kind of richen and get them a little bit more earthy by combining different colors together. And it's usually pretty effective. Like that yellow right there, I actually added a touch of gray into it just to kind of bring it down a little bit. And then I also used the straight lemon yellow. And then the Deco Art 24K Gold I'm sandwiching in between some of the colors, and then that white that I mixed with the satin enamel in between. And just a word to the wise, mixing like a dark color, your darkest or your lightest in between your colors, will help the colors kind of stay separate, keep the lines a bit crisper. So your darkest paint tends to stay at the top, your lightest tends to kind of come down to the bottom just because of the weight, the heaviness of the pigment. So yeah, that's just a good tip for this type of pour. And what I did for the pouring medium on these was just Floetrol. And then I added water to bring them all to the same consistency. I kept the paints pretty thick, and so I didn't add much water. I would say probably less than an ounce to each cup, right around there. And then I put a squirt of Liquitex pouring medium in each cup. Golden Gak 800 would also work, just to help it dry well, add some binding properties into the paint. And I was going to do a triple tree ring, and I kind of changed gears a little bit just in playing with the paints and the colors, and I'm going to do just one nice big straight pour onto a 24 by 24 inch canvas. And yeah, I think it'll be great. Here's my canvas here. It's a Artist Loft level 3 gallery wrapped 24 inch by 24 inch. And I haven't done a pour like this in a long time, so this was a lot of fun. Sometimes I'll put a big puddle down to pour into, and in this case I didn't do that, and I kind of stopped myself here and decided to put some paint around the outside just to help it flow a little bit better. And whenever your paint's not flowing, that's what it needs. It needs some extra paint around it to kind of roll over on top of. So if you're tilting and you find your paints are rolling over on top of each other, just add some more flow paint. And I just used what was left of the Magicfly mix paints that I had already. A lot of times what I do is use leftover paint for a flow layer because it's just a great use for paints that come off of the plastic. So I'm going to let you guys watch and enjoy. I hope you like this. It's definitely different from what I've been doing lately, but it was a nice little break. And I am going to mention, I was pouring kind of from up high, and I realized if I bring the cup down a little bit closer to where it's entering onto the canvas, the result was better. It was kind of, instead of it sinking down, because if it drops from too far up, it's going to kind of sink down. So I brought the cup a little closer, and you can see it here in just a minute, how it kind of changed how it was coming out of the cup. And I apologize, my view's not perfect on this. It'd be nice to kind of have a side angle of it, but there, that's a little bit better view. So yeah, definitely was inspired by Sarah Mack. I've been watching her videos for years. Her galaxy pours, her straight pour is magical. So yeah, that's kind of where this idea came from, and especially with this color palette, that's kind of what came into my mind. So happy holidays, everybody, and I hope everybody's staying safe and warm and cozy, and hopefully able to enjoy this time with your families. Just have a really beautiful day, afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you're watching from, and take great care. I'll talk to you later. I wanted to come back and just share with you a few thoughts about this brand of paint. So my first impression, I wasn't really sure. And once I got it down onto the canvas, I started to like them more and more. They really held their line really well in this type of pour. So that's another characteristic of Arteza paint. And the colors are just, they're soft, I feel like they're pretty rich when you work with them and, mix some together, especially. I think I got some nice rich tones, and I think it's just kind of fun. So yeah, I think for the price, the only thing I would change is how they're packaged. Putting heavier body paints in a bottle like that, it's kind of hard to get all of it out. So that's really one of my only complaints. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good value overall. And if this is a color palette that you like, the colors that you see here, I think this would be a good product for you. All right, have a good one. Bye.